Hello, I'm Deana Knuteson, and I'm going to continue the discussion of our Healthy Grown Potato program, and now I'm going to talk about the implementation and actual documentation of the system. As we've talked about in the two previous videos, the Healthy Grown program has been working a long time to come up with a standard and market-based incentives for the growers to be able to get some benefit for growing under this system. In the Healthy Grown Potato program, we have developed the program standard, and we talked about that in the last video. And then through independent certification, which brings value and credibility to the program, we were able to develop an eco label, which the growers can market and sell as Healthy Grown certified potatoes. For Healthy Grown, we use an independent certification system. In our case, it's a local Wisconsin-based company that's out of East Troy, Wisconsin. And as I mentioned, this really brings credibility and transparency to the process. We work with Great Lakes Ag, and they do auditing, quality assurance programs, and various trainings like that to help audit and certify the programs. The certifying organization will actually sit down with the growers once per year, gather all their data and information, and look at their program and make sure they are actually doing what they say they're doing and hitting the Healthy Grown standard. The way the program works and is implemented each year is that the WPVGA, which is the Wisconsin Potato and Vegetable Growers Association, works with their growers and maintains the sign-up information and the data with the growers. They take all of the label requirements, the standard requirements, the pesticide program, and bring it together. The association, the WPVGA, works with the certifier, the Great Lakes Ags, to ensure the certification is done. And through that process, as we'd mentioned in the previous video, we make sure that each grower has the Healthy Grown assessment document per farm, the pesticide planning document per farm, and the IPM planning protocol per farm. And at the end of the season, all records, pesticide records, field records, location records, rotations of farms are sent to the auditor, and they verify the data that is sent in. After the grower is certified, they are able to sell as a Healthy Grown certified grower. And throughout the year, we've been able to document and address changes of the implementation of the program. Each year, we actually have successfully implemented about 10% of the fresh market acreage is certified Healthy Grown production. And throughout the years, we've been able to see a 52% increase in ecosystem-friendly practices, while also seeing a 30% reduction in high-risk pesticides within the system. Through this, Wisconsin has gotten to be known as the green potato state, or more ecologically friendly potato production state. And the growers have received a bunch of education which they find very valuable to help them advance within the system. Why would growers do this? Besides the being able to sell or have some market advantage, the idea is that throughout the program, there's been a lot of benefits that are beyond just a financial return through market incentives. And that includes public recognition of aspects that they're doing on a farm, risk management, making sure they're being ahead of the regulatory curve, developing systems for their farms so that they're able to produce in a way in case regulations do occur or need to occur. There's been a big increase in public investment, grants, research ability that has come into the program based on some of the advancements of the Healthy Grown system. Growers and industry, as well as the University of Wisconsin reps, have been able to get access to public policy discussions and enable me to determine the way that production systems can turn. One of the biggest advantages we hear from growers is their personal ethics. This is their farm, this is their lands. They want their children and grandchildren to be on these lands, and it's the right thing to do. This is how we're going to stay in business for the long term. And finally, this market-based incentive, as we said, we're able to be grown and certified as a Healthy Grown grower. Is there some kind of market incentives, whether it's a package in the store or just preferred buying from some market that has been beneficial to growers for that aspect? So in summary, the overall process, if we look at Healthy Grown, is we want to make sure that there was grower buy-in, it's data-driven, there's a science foundation, there are research alternatives, so the UW research is key to that, and reduces growers' risk as well as economic returns. We're able to measure and document change over time. This is a key to sustainability now, where you're seeing advances over time. We have targeted outreach to both the community, but most importantly to the growers. We help the growers develop their educational tools and there's some project management to keep this program running. One of the things we want to say is we kind of want to do one process, learn from it, and then expand. We are not done with Healthy Grown. Healthy Grown will continue to keep innovating and changing as it advances, and we want to adapt to the concept like that. For more information on Healthy Grown, feel free to contact me anytime or look for Healthy Grown in your local retail stores.